I've been asked a lot of questions about the walk, some strange, some completely understandable. One of the most common questions I've been asked is if I was ever lonely. After all, I spent close to 3 years walking through and exploring a lot of new, strange places, places where I didn't know anyone. But the truth is that I at no time felt either lonely or lost. Strangely, I feel that I connected with and had more meaningful conversations with people than I do when living at home and working my normal job. There are probably a number of reasons for this. One of the main ones is also one of my biggest takeaways from this project as a whole. And it's this: people are generally both kind and helpful. At no time was I afraid of anyone or felt threatened. Pretty amazing to be able to say something like that after having walked halfway around the world, through many different countries and cultures, meeting possibly thousands of people along the way. The images of different people playing across the screen as I read this is just a tiny portion of all the people I met and interacted with during the test walk and the walk. These are just some of the people that I actually got around to taking a photo of. There were so many more. I met old friends. I made new friends. I ran into relatives, friends of friends, friends' relatives, and interacted with the numerous people that I just happened to cross paths with as I passed through different parts of the world. In a strange way, being out on a project like mine made it easier to talk to strangers, and not just talk, but to discuss some of the more existential questions that we all think about. The discussions got deeper and more meaningful a lot quicker than I would consider to be normal when at home. The fact that I was out on a rather extraordinary journey seemed to make people more inclined to open up to me about what they really wanted to do and what they felt was important in their life. If it wasn't for the language barriers in some parts of the world that I passed through, I'm sure that there would have been even more deep existential discussions. There were areas where I was a little apprehensive before I set out about how it was going to be to walk through certain places. But as I've already said, I met nothing but kindness, curiosity, and helpfulness. It's easy to think that the aspect of the walk that would remain most memorable for me would be either the fantastic scenery I encountered, or possibly the many physical challenges, and there were a few. But that's far from the case. The most memorable part of the walk is definitely the people I met and my interaction with them. I've always been the glass is half full kind of guy, but even when I take into account my slightly more positive outlook on life, I'm still amazed at just how great an experience the walk proved to be. I wish I could thank all the many people who helped make it so special individually, but that's just not possible. So I would like to take the opportunity to thank any of you that may listen to or read this from the bottom of my heart, and hope that we will meet again and I will get the chance to repay your kindness. I would also like to take the opportunity to remind all of you that the world is a wonderful place, despite everything you might see on the news. So go on, get out there to explore it and meet some of the wonderful human beings that are out there waiting.